Earth's Invitation. In the bustling heart of New York City, astrobiologist Dr. Lena Patel was rushing to her lab, her mind buzzing with the strange message she'd received that morning. The Galactic Federation, an alliance of advanced civilizations from across the cosmos, had reached out to Earth with an unexpected plea for help. As Lena entered her lab, she was greeted by the holographic image of Zorax, the Federation's ambassador. His shimmering, tentacled form towered over her as he spoke. "Dr. Patel, thank you for agreeing to meet with me. The Federation needs Earth's assistance." Lena raised an eyebrow. "Earth's assistance? With all your advanced technology, what could you possibly need from us?" Zorax's tentacles writhed in what Lena assumed was embarrassment. "It's our pest problems, Dr. Patel. They'd gotten out of control. Our most brilliant minds have been unable to find solutions. We've heard of Earth's incredibly resilient and adaptable creatures, and we believe they may hold the key to solving our crisis." Lena leaned back in her chair, intrigued. "Tell me more about these pest problems of yours." As Zorax described the Federation's plight, Lena's mind raced with possibilities. Earth's creatures had evolved to survive in some of the harshest conditions imaginable. Perhaps they could indeed be the unlikely heroes the galaxy needed. The scouting mission. Dr. Lena Patel assembled a team of Earth's top biologists, ecologists, and pest control experts. Among them was Jack Ryder, a grizzled exterminator with decades of experience battling Earth's most tenacious pests. As the team boarded the Federation starship, Jack cast a skeptical eye over the gleaming alien technology. "I don't care how advanced these aliens are," he muttered. "A pest is a pest, and there's no pest that can't be beaten." The starship whisked them away to the Federation's Central Research Station, a colossal structure orbiting a binary star system. Here, the team got their first glimpse of the alien pests that had the Federation so desperate. Dr. Elif Demir, a Turkish entomologist, gasped as she examined a holographic projection of a creature that resembled a cross between a locust and a scorpion. "Fascinating," she breathed. "Its exoskeleton appears to be composed of an organic metal alloy. No wonder the Federation's weapons have been ineffective against it." As the team delved deeper into the Federation's pest problems, they realized the true scope of the challenge before them. These pests were unlike anything they had encountered on Earth, with biology and behaviors that defied conventional understanding. Jack Ryder stroked his chin thoughtfully. "We're going to need more than just pesticides and traps to deal with these critters. We're going to need some serious muscle." Assembling the creature crew. Back on Earth, Dr. Patel and her team set about recruiting the toughest, most resilient creatures the planet had to offer. They scoured the globe, from the scorching deserts of Australia to the frozen tundras of Siberia, in search of the ultimate pest-fighting force. The first recruit was Rocky, a grizzled old cockroach from the depths of New York City's sewer system. With his ability to survive extreme temperatures, toxic chemicals, and even radioactivity, Rocky was the perfect soldier for the Federation's toughest battles. Next came Rizzo, a street-smart rat from the alleyways of Rome. His keen senses and lightning-fast reflexes made him an expert at outwitting even the cleverest of pests. Rounding out the team were a variety of other Earth creatures, each with their own unique skills and adaptations. There was Quilliam, a North American porcupine with quills that could pierce even the toughest alien hides. Korvax, a highly intelligent crow with a knack for problem-solving. And Bandit, a mischievous raccoon with an uncanny ability to break into any secure facility. Together, this unlikely band of Earth creatures formed the creature crew, the galaxy's last hope against the Federation's pest problems. Exterminators of the galaxy. With the creature crew assembled and trained, Dr. Patel and her team set out on their first mission, to clear a Federation agricultural colony of a voracious swarm of locust scorpions. As the starship descended towards the planet's surface, Rocky the cockroach peered out the window, his antennae twitching with anticipation. "All right, boys," he buzzed to his fellow creatures. Let's show these alien bugs who's boss. The moment the ship's doors opened, the creature crew sprang into action. Rizzo the rat darted through the fields, using his keen nose to sniff out the locust scorpion's nests. Quilliam the porcupine used his sharp quills to pierce the pest's tough exoskeletons, while Corvax the crow used his problem-solving skills to devise traps and barriers. To the amazement of the Federation colonists, the creature crew made short work of the locust scorpion infestation. In just a matter of days, the fields were clear, and the colony was able to resume its vital food production. News of the creature crew's success spread quickly throughout the Federation. Soon, Dr. Patel and her team were being dispatched to planets across the galaxy, tackling pest problems that had stymied the Federation's greatest minds for centuries. On a jungle world plagued by a species of hyper-intelligent, tree-dwelling octopuses, Bandit the raccoon used his climbing skills and clever paws to outsmart the pests and destroy their treetop lairs. On a desert planet overrun by giant, burrowing worms, Rocky the cockroach led a subterranean assault, driving the creatures from their tunnels and into the waiting traps set by the human team. With each victory, the creature crew grew in fame and legend. The Federation's citizens began to see Earth's creatures not as primitive beasts, but as valued allies in the fight against the galaxy's most challenging pests. The ultimate test. Just when it seemed the creature crew had proven themselves unstoppable, an urgent distress call came from the Federation's capital planet. A new pest had emerged, one so devastating that it threatened to bring the entire Federation to its knees. The pest was a species of sentient, shape-shifting bacteria that could absorb and mimic any organic material it touched. It had already infiltrated the capital's food supplies, water systems, and even the bodies of some of its citizens. If left unchecked, it could spell the end of the Federation itself. Dr. Patel and her team raced to the capital, the creature crew in tow. As they entered the city, they were greeted by scenes of chaos and panic. Buildings had been overrun by pulsating, fleshy masses, and citizens ran screaming through the streets, pursued by their own distorted clones. Jack Ryder grimaced as he surveyed the scene. "This is going to be our toughest job yet," he growled. The creature crew sprang into action, each using their unique skills to battle the shape-shifting bacteria. Rocky the cockroach led a team into the city's sewers, flushing out the bacteria's hidden reservoirs. Rizzo the rat used his keen senses to identify infected food supplies, while Corvax the crow devised a plan to lure the bacteria into electromagnetic traps. But as the battle wore on, it became clear that even the creature crew's best efforts weren't enough. The bacteria was simply too adaptable, too resilient. With each passing hour, more of the city fell under its control. In a last, desperate gambit, Dr. Patel proposed a risky plan. They would use Rocky the cockroach as bait, allowing him to be absorbed by the bacteria. Once inside, Rocky would use his own incredible resilience to fight the bacteria from within, weakening it enough for the rest of the creature crew to launch a final, devastating attack. It was a gamble, but one they had to take. With a solemn farewell, Rocky allowed himself to be engulfed by the seething mass of bacteria. For a long, tense moment, there was no sign of the brave cockroach. Then, slowly at first, then with growing speed, the bacterial mass began to quiver and convulse. Rocky was fighting back. Seizing their chance, the rest of the creature crew launched their assault. Quilliam fired volleys of quills into the weakened mass, while Bandit and Rizzo tore at its fringes with tooth and claw. Corvax directed the human team's weapons, targeting the bacteria's most vulnerable points. In a final, explosive burst, the bacterial mass shuddered and collapsed, dissolving into a sea of inert, lifeless sludge. And there, at the center of it all, stood Rocky, battered but unbowed. The capital was saved. The Federation was saved. And it was all thanks to the incredible resilience and bravery of Earth's toughest creatures. Heroes of the Federation. In the aftermath of the Battle of the Capital, as it came to be known, the creature crew was hailed as the saviors of the Federation. Rocky, Rizzo, Quilliam, Corvax, Vandit, and all the others were awarded the highest honors the Federation could bestow. Dr. Patel and her human team were celebrated as the visionaries who had brought Earth's unique talents to the galactic stage. Jack Ryder, the gruff old exterminator, even cracked a rare smile as he was presented with a Medal of Valor. But the greatest honor of all was the new era of cooperation and understanding that began between Earth and the Federation. No longer were humans seen as primitive upstarts, but as valued partners in the grand cosmic community. Earth's creatures, too, found new respect and appreciation throughout the galaxy. Requests poured in from countless worlds, all seeking the aid of these remarkable beings in solving their own pest problems. The creature crew became intergalactic celebrities, their adventures chronicled in holovids and VR simulations across the stars. And so, as Dr. Patel stood before the Grand Assembly of the Galactic Federation, she couldn't help but feel a sense of pride and wonder. Who would have thought that Earth's cockroaches, rats, and raccoons would one day be the heroes of the galaxy? As she looked out at the sea of alien faces, Dr. Patel smiled. "Never underestimate the power of life," she said, "in all its forms, in all its tenacity and adaptability. For in the end, it is life that finds a way, and it is life that will always triumph." With that, the assembly erupted into applause, and the legend of Earth's creature crew passed into galactic history.